finding the equation of a tangent line or a normal line. The three things that you can take from calculus so far, and the most important things, are the fact that f at x helps you to evaluate a function when you know an x value. So it helps you to get the y value when you know an x value. The limit as x approaches a of f at x helps you to evaluate a function if there's a hole there. So if you direct substitution causes the value to be undefined. The derivative, so f prime at x, although we used to take limits, now we use derivative rules, that helps you to calculate an instantaneous rate of change. And instantaneous rates of change are the same as the slope of a tangent line at that point where you're calculating the instantaneous rate of change. So f prime of x, the derivative, is the slope of the tangent. Remember that a tangent line is a line that crosses through the curve only once near that point. So it kind of brushes the graph so that there's an equal amount of space on both sides. So for example, for this function y is equal to 0.5x squared, I can calculate, or I can draw a tangent line at x is equal to 2, which will be here. That tangent line will be about this, going through that point. So it brushes the graph. A normal line is almost exactly the same thing. It crosses through that point only once, but it passes through so that it's perpendicular to whatever the tangent line would be. So if I was to draw that, it would look something like this. So this is going to be perpendicular. So this is your normal line, whereas the orange line, that's your tangent line. We can calculate the equation of any line the same way we always have, which is to go get the slope of the line, go get a point on your line, sub them into y is equal to mx plus b to solve for b, then restate your equation. So in order to find the equation of a line, you always need a slope and a point. So let's try this example. Find the equation of a tangent that passes through y is equal to 0.5x squared when x is equal to 2. So basically find the equation of that orange line above. We need two things in order to find the equation of a line. We need the slope of your tangent. So the slope of your tangent, mt, is going to be equal to whatever f prime at 2 is. There we go. Sorry, there's a little smudge there. So let's find the derivative. The derivative of y is equal to 0.5x squared is going to be f prime at x equal to, well, you take the exponent, you multiply it by the coefficient out front, you get 1, and then you take 1 off the exponent, so you get x. So f prime at 2, so your x value of 2, the slope at that point is going to be 2. So now we have the mt is equal to 2. In order to find equation of a line, we not only need the slope, we also need a point. Right now we only have an x value, but we can find a y value by using f at x. So we can sub in f at 2 to get 0.5 times 2 squared, which is 0.5 times 4, so you get 2 there as well. So the ordered pair is 2, 2. Now that we have a point on our line and the slope of our tangent line, we can now calculate find what b is, the y-intercept. We sub that all into y is equal to mx plus b, so you get 2 is equal to 2 times 2 plus b, and you get 2 is equal to 4 plus b, so you get b is equal to negative 2. So the equation of your tangent line is y is equal to 2x minus 2. So we leave the y and x in there when we restate the equation. So that's the answer to that. But what if we had wanted our normal line instead? Our normal line is perpendicular to our tangent line. So that means the slope of that line is going to be a negative reciprocal. So mn is going to be the negative reciprocal of the tangent line, or the tangent slope. So the tangent slope was 2. So our mn is going to be negative 1/2. Now we have the slope of our normal line. In order to get the equation line, we also need to use a point. Well, the only point that we know on this normal line is 2, 2. So our point is 2, 2. We can now sub that into y is equal to mx plus b and solve for b. So we get 2 is equal to negative 1/2 times 2 plus b. And you get 2 is equal to negative 1 plus b, so b equals 3. So the equation of our normal line is y is equal to negative 1/2 x minus 3. So that's the equation of the tangent line and the normal line.